see. Haven't been here in a while. I said nobody's using my trail. One person. Yesterday we went to the park that we've been going to, and they had the parking lot all closed off. And I didn't want to move the barrier and be the only car parked in there, so I just moved the barrier, parked at a different spot. And people, by the time I was leaving, I saw people who had already gone past the barrier and parked in the parking lot. So you're welcome. I opened the park for you. I'm like the park caretaker. Yeah, the big ice hole that looks like a lake. Don't drive your car in there. Yeah. Or, instead of closing the whole fucking park, let's just put a sign around the lake. We don't do our job. Please don't drive in this hazard. Some kind of sign like that. Sorry, we're incompetent. Whatever. Our incompetence has limited your enjoyment in this area. Please understand the inconvenience. I don't know. These are just ideas. And so I didn't feel like going there. It puts my mood off. Today I'm changing the oil in the fryer. So I gotta go in early. So I gotta wake up early and take the dogs for a walk early, and it's about as light as it usually is. But it's just because it gets lighter early. Whoa! It gets lighter earlier now. I just fell off the trail. When you're walking in the same spot all the time, you make a packed down trail. Duh. And if you go to either side of the trail where you've been walking, then you fall through. There's we're walking on like a brick wall. They come down at the other place where we walk. You can see them when the snow melts. There'll be brick walls. What a liar. It doesn't look like that. Interesting though. Plus we stopped coming here for rendezvous. about time for the homeless to move in. Come here. Come here. You. Come on, hurry up. Focus. Stupid fucking phone. You can't fucking focus? God, what a fucking moron piece of shit. I swear, the phone is fucking retarded as fuck. Come on. Seems ridiculous. Fake fucking camera. Fake camera, fake phone, fake everything. Everything's so fucking fake. I saw a thing from, when was it? 1800s. The 1800s. They had this umbrella. They connected it to the metal that went underground. It was in the form of a fire hydrant. They had a big suitcase thing, not a suitcase, but a big purse, and they hooked it up to their umbrella, opened the umbrella up, talked on the phone, I just said, in the 1800s, they had the wireless phone, the cordless phone. It had cords on it, but it wasn't connected to the wall. Just the fact that they had the phone is kind of like a head scratcher. All this stuff. Other people, oh, they didn't do this. We found this building. That they say is a monument built on a mound, and they climbed up on this mound and carved a big door in it, some windows, and then they gave up halfway. That's pointed out by John Levy. It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? This is not... It's not even like, if you told the story to anybody, nobody would go to this conclusion. What kind of fucking fools are we? I mean, we're fucking stupid. We're believing all this stuff all the way up for like 100 years, 200 years, we're all like, yeah, tell us more, please. What about Adam and Eve? They weren't 200 years ago, it was 2,000 years ago? Wow. Adam and Eve. More than 2,000 years ago, because that's just when Jesus came. Jesus. Jesus came. He's gonna come back and save you as long as you believe in him. He's like the little flame. Not enough people are believing in him, so he's gonna peter out. But believe in his flame. What a great picture. Oh, I love this iPhone technology. Looks cool to me, but then again, I'm looking at it with my eyes. Strange how I can see the river up close, or the creek up close, and I can see the mountains miles away. It's really pretty interesting. People are like, you can't see over the curve. That's why you can't see very far. But until you can see far, and then the curve has some other kind of fucking problem. Oh, you're right here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Damn it. Go over, come here. Quit pulling. I saw in a comment, and it was such a good comment. I don't know what video it was on, but they were talking about Alaska. And they said, Alaska, the place everything in the world passes through while being shipped, but nowhere will ship it to Alaska. It's always more expensive to go to Alaska. They say free shipping to the United States, and Alaska is part of the United States, and it's not free shipping here. It's actually quite expensive. I bought a winch. It was gonna be, I bought the winch for like $400. It was gonna be $500. More than $500. 500 and some change to get it shipped to me. But I was working at a warehouse, and so I had it shipped to one of our warehouses in Seattle for free, and then they put it on a truck, and then the truck took it here. So I got it here for free, but nobody else, you know, Joe Blow can't do that. There's actual businesses that do stuff like that, because they say Alaska's so hard to ship to. When I was a kid, we would watch TV, and the TV would come on video cassettes. I don't know that they're like the VCR ones, but they'd come on video cassettes. I think they were. And they would play them over the broadcasters. They would play the video cassettes over the broadcasters, like the big, they look like satellite dishes, but they're just big antennas. And we call them satellite dishes. And it's broadcasting the VCR tape to your fucking antenna, hooked up to your TV through 6 feet of cord. That's it. There wasn't cord going around for cable and all that stuff. In Alaska, we didn't have fucking cable, because you know what? You would have to have somebody transferring all the tapes. I want to push that in. Look at that sucker. Let's try down here. Do you move at all? Anyways. No fucking cable. No fucking cable TV. That's why they call it cable TV. Because you have this cable that carries all of the information. It's a cable. It's not fucking satellite TV because of the thing, the satellite. So instead of them having a big satellite that's in an optimal area, and then they have to run all these cables that people had a tendency of stealing cable, because back in the day, all they had was these like filters. It looked like a filter, like a solenoid or something. Like we called them filters. And so you screw this filter in the line. So like if you wanted to have HBO, there was a filter that descrambled the HBO signal, and the HBO signal was going to everybody. So you change your channel to the HBO channel, and bam, you got this wavy lines and shit because it's all scrambled. But you put the filter in your house, and it would still work. You'd have the HBO. It'd be all clear. And we would climb up on because they just do it on the outside. So we'd climb up on the poles at apartment buildings, and we would take the filters out. Take the filters out of the thing and take them home and put them in your house. Whoa! Wow. I want to do a big one. Look at this big one. Can we do it? I think we can do this one. Wow. I'm excited. Oh, man. I need a log. That's not fair. It's just barely on there. Bullshit. I touched that ice. It's all sharp. How are we gonna do this? Wookie? Maybe if we made this thing. They're all frozen, huh? They're all frozen, Goru. Looks like it's connected right there. What a bitch. Oh, well. So we had the cable TV, and they had this thing called Visions. This is when I was a kid. Just a little kid. A little bitty goat. And they had this cone thing that you had to put in your window. They give you a cone. Here's your cone. Just up to your TV. When I was a child, we had UHF channels. The UHF channels came in so clear, and it was like, well, why the fuck are they using VHF? Why don't they use UHF? Those are clear channels. There was so many of them too. Back in the day, watching public television was interesting. It was kind of like the internet. Actually, it was a lot like the internet. Except for the censorship was, more direct. It wasn't like, hey, the community says this. It was more of, we're the board from the government, and you're not allowed to say that on here. These are airwaves that we own, and we give you the rights to use the airwaves. How do the airwaves work? What about satellites and stuff? People are talking about, oh, we'll just beam it off the satellite. No, you won't. You just won't. You won't. Well, I guess you could, but the satellite's not in space. Yeah, so you can, I guess. But you see, you have to want to not understand, because I'm going to say that they have balloons. They have things floating around, and you're going to say, well, that's a satellite, and I'm going to say, yeah, but it's not like what they say. It's not in outer space. There are satellites to balloons and transfer stations, and there's a thing called troposcatter, where you can bounce things off of. Some people might say the dome. I don't know what it is that you're bouncing it off of, but they say it's like the atmosphere, ionosphere, or some kind of sphere up there in the air that you're bouncing these things off of, and you can go long distances. It's kind of like bouncing the ball off the ceiling and off the floor, like in a really small hallway. I don't want to fall through, so I'm trying to be close to the fucking walkway, and I think it's right here underneath this. Can you tell the sun came up while we were walking? It's not even up. The sun's not up, but the light comes before the sun. People are like, well, how does the sun light up the earth? Like a ball. This is... Why doesn't it light up everything? I don't know. Why doesn't it? Because it does. Who? When you're outside and you turn on a flashlight, how come the whole room doesn't light up? Because there's no fucking room. There's nothing there to fucking light up. Maybe you need to learn how light works, how your vision works, and how all of this stuff works before you start questioning the big questions. People that have devoted time in their life to questioning these questions, these observations that we all can make. These people have devoted time, and you have devoted none. So why don't you shut up? Why don't you learn some shit before you start talking? Hey, hey, hey. Jeez, this dog is pulling me. Yuki. It's like a junkyard. so stupid. Oh my god. You can do it like that? You haven't been? Well, what the fuck is your problem? What's your fucking problem, phone? You got some kind of beef with me because I talk shit about you? Well, what's your goddamn problem? Why don't you just fucking do a good job, and then I'll be like, dude, this is fucking awesome. But no, you can't. You don't do a good job. I think you can. I think you can because sometimes you do. Sometimes you do a good job. But most of the time it's like, oh, I'm so fucking stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even gonna focus. Or you're like, I'm gonna focus for no fucking reason. Just focus. Hey, don't talk to me now. I'm trying to focus. Yeah, we know. We can see that you're trying to focus. TV. Everybody has probably experienced this, or at least could imagine this. I think most of you have experienced this. If you haven't experienced this, then I don't know what the fuck you are, and I doubt that you're even listening to me. Come on, let's go. Every year before school, it's time to get new clothes, because all summer long you've been doing your thing, destroying your old clothes, losing your old clothes, you know, whatever, getting programmed that you need to buy new clothes. So anyways, every year your parents take you to go get clothes, along with other kids to go get clothes. You're trying on a bunch of other people's clothes. It's not your clothes. Trying on a bunch of other people's clothes, even if it's brand new. It's like, this is on a rack. I saw you just go pick this up, and I saw that lady over there put it down. I know that Bobby over there, the kid in my class, he stinks, and he just wore that. Get to school and everybody's, hey, oh, I remember seeing that shirt. I didn't get that one because I thought it was stupid. And so if people don't have the same thing that you have, then you have the wrong thing. So you have to get the thing that everybody else has. Otherwise, you didn't get the right thing. You look different. I always look different because I am different. And not like I'm trying to cry to anybody, but my parents typically had a budget that I was well informed of over and over again, which I don't know what that does to your psyche as you're developing. Oh, you don't have enough, Max. Oh, we don't have enough. 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 Okay. Okay. Well, I'll just do it. Your grandma could make you clothes. What? No. Everybody knows. I mean, my grandma made fucking awesome clothes. I look back on it now, and I'm so fucking envious. I'm so fucking envious of her skills and all of her determination and just the goodness of it all. And then I think back to myself, I can't wear that because nobody else has that. Nobody else has that fucking shirt. That one-of-a-kind shirt that's perfectly made and is very sharp looking. I can't wear it comfortably because nobody else has it. Well, what a horrible fucking experience. And you don't even fucking realize it. But I guess maybe Alaska has helped me to realize these things, because you think, well, Alaska is behind the times, you know? We get all of the, nobody wants to send stuff there because it's a gamble. So they don't send the stuff that's like, maybe we're trying to start this new fad and everybody's liking it here, but we don't know if it's going to hold on. So you don't want to send a bunch of crap to Alaska, because if nobody buys it, you lose your money. And then you also, if you have outlet stores or whatever that's there, then you got to get rid of the stuff, because when stuff comes to Alaska, you don't send it back. It never goes back. We don't send the stuff back because nobody's buying it. The reason that it gets transport is because somebody's gonna buy it. Those people share the brunt of the price gouge. It's just another filter you can add to get some more money from these poor people. That, anyways. So I have family in Washington. What we do is every other year, so it didn't work all the time, but every other year I'd go to Washington and in the summertime and we'd buy clothes. Sometimes it would be cheaper, and they would plan it out where it wasn't even for the summer, it was just to go there for like a holiday or something. And then come back, but while we're there, we're gonna buy some clothes for the school year. And then if it's not school time, then you get back home and you can't wear the clothes until school starts, because your parents know that you'll ruin it. They don't want you to go to school and you're gonna look like you got a bunch of old clothes. So anyways, you buy all the clothes there and it's all fashion. And you look around, everybody's wearing all the stuff that you're buying. But you get to Alaska and nobody's wearing it. Nobody's wearing it. So you spent all this money and you got all these cool clothes, and only other kids that went there too are wearing stuff like that. And sure, it kind of, if you own it, I mean, there's different factors involved. If you own it, then you can convince other people that your stuff's cooler than theirs, and they're the wrong one. But that's just playing the game, which makes it worse for somebody. And if it's worse for somebody, it's like musical chairs. It could be worse for you. You created this fucking divide, and now you're on the other side of it. Whoops. All these mind games. I think it's at least just as important as all of these physical experiments. Oh, I could prove that I live on a flat earth because of this and that. Yeah, well, I'm more concerned of how the whole fucking world has been brainwashed. The whole world has been brainwashed. And you're like, but we live on a flat plane. Yeah, but everybody's brain is mush. So it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. College kids, the highest level of education that we have, college kids walk around thinking that men can get pregnant. I have to do a disclaimer because I wish and I pray to Jeebus that these kids are just playing around with the words, like a man is actually a woman that identifies as a man. That type of man can get pregnant, sure, but it's not a man. You know, what you identify isn't what you are. It's not what you are. It's a delusion that you have. Okay, that's it. Well, I think I'm a purple people eater. I'm a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Sure looks strange to you. Come on. Come on, what are you doing? I'm not going down there. Come on. Oh, all right, I'll go down there. You talked me into it. You guys don't hear it. Because it's not an actual sound, but the dog talks to me. It's just like that killer. Where the neighbor's dog was telling him, yeah, kill the neighbors. How do they kill you? Nah, I'm just kidding. My dog doesn't say that. I try to get my dog to kill the neighbors, but they don't want to. I'm just kidding. I don't hate the neighbors. I don't like the neighbors. I don't even really want to see the neighbors. Sometimes I don't like seeing the neighbors, you know? Like if I see them, I don't like it. But it's not really that I don't like them. I don't care what you think. I don't want to see people. If I didn't know you, I wouldn't want to see you either. Come on. I'm sure everybody has people like this too, but sometimes when I do know people, I don't want you to see me. I don't want to see you. Like, oh shit, there they are. I'd rather just hide than deal with you. There's people like that in my life. I'm like, oh god, here comes so-and-so. Well, if I play with my phone for a second, right here on the corner, where it's like I can't see him, we'll give him the opportunity to not see me too. But if he pretends like he does see me at a surprise, then I can be surprised too. Whew. Shared that one with you guys. Yeah, everybody knows it though, right? People play these games, don't you? I'm just honest. I will tell you. I know. I'm asking, and it's a dirty trick. I'm sorry, it's a dirty trick. I'm asking, but I know the answer, and so I'm testing you. So if you don't say, yeah, I knew this or that, I know you know it. You can't act like you don't know it. Like people don't understand. Well, we gotta have the borders open. Well, what about the terrorists coming in? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you do know. Come on. You gotta check the people coming in the border, right? If you're worried about people hurting you, certain people, then you're gonna want to identify those certain people, right? That's a no-brainer. Good boy. Boy, oh, you did that all on your own. Wow! No-brainer. You see that tongue? That was a huge tongue. Alright, well, time to go clean the fryer.